Welcome to the first episode of Mind Life Conversations for the year 2025. In this episode, I'll be sharing 5 things that I believe should inform your outlook or your mindset for this new year that we have just entered. A mindset or an outlook is a complex mental state that involves a person's beliefs, feelings, values, and dispositions to act in certain ways. It determines how a person interprets and responds to situations. If you're going to make something great of this year, one of the things you have to realize is that your beliefs, feelings, values, and dispositions are going to interact, and to a very large extent, they will determine whether you have a positive experience or a negative experience at the end of the day. So let's quickly get right into the 5 tips. The first thing that I want to share that I believe should inform your outlook for this year is that I would encourage you to be intentional about learning. Why is this so important? This is important because whatever you think you know has limits. If you're a Christian, the scripture puts it this way. It says that we know in part. So you don't know everything. And then here's where it even gets tricky. What you think you know might be wrong. And even if it's not wrong, one of the ways that we grow, which is the second thing that I'll be talking about shortly, is how we learn. So I want to encourage you, be open to learning, confront your bias, stretch, and learn new things. It is going to definitely have a positive impact on your mind, and you will be glad that you did. The second thing that I want to share quickly, I've already kind of touched on it, is what I call a growth mindset. You see, many people do not have a growth mindset, but life owes us nothing but an opportunity to grow. So this year, I want to encourage you to be intentional about your growth. Stretch. Don't run from challenges. Don't run from situations that seem difficult. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Better put, if you have a coin, challenges are one side of a coin. The second side of that coin is growth. So please be intentional about growth this year in every area or aspect of your life. The third thing that I want to share with you that I believe should inform your outlook for 2025 is gratitude. This one is what many people take for granted, but please be very, very intentional about gratitude. Don't just be thankful when good things happen, but try to get your heart and your mind to a state of thankfulness. So that means that even when you are sleeping, even when you're eating, whatever you're doing, your heart and your mind is in a state of gratitude. And here's the interesting thing about gratitude. Gratitude has a psychological effect on you, which is positive. It also has a social effect on you, which is positive. And then finally, it also has a physical effect on you, which is positive. Some studies were done, and gratitude has been found to improve cardiac functioning or heart functioning. So you don't want to be a person who is grumpy and angry and bitter and just generally ungrateful. Please, regardless of whatever is happening this year, try your best not to complain. Try your best not to murmur. Gratitude has a profound effect on you, and I'm hoping that you will realize that as we gradually progress and get into the year. The fourth thing that I want to quickly share with us that should inform your outlook for 2025 is please be intentional around positive thinking. You see, our world is full of all kinds of negativity. It's full of negative people. It's full of negative situations, but you can be intentional around positive thinking. Positive thinking will help you deal with what some psychologists call imposter's syndrome. That feeling of inadequacy, that feeling like you are a fraud, that feeling that always makes you doubt your skills, your accomplishment, or your intellect, despite evidence of success. People with imposter syndrome believe that their success is undeserved and fear being exposed as a fraud. You don't want to get into all of that in this new year. It's toxic and it will limit you. So, positive thinking. Assume the best about yourself. Assume the best about situations, even when they look bleak or hopeless. And of course, assume the best about other people. It would really, really help you and give you a positive outlook for the year, which is critical to becoming the best version of yourself yet, and also reaching your goals or fulfilling your dreams for this new year. And then finally, one of the things that should inform your outlook for 2025 is that I would encourage you to cultivate kindness. The world can do with more kind people. Another word for kindness is what I call giving people grace, giving people the benefit of doubt. I would encourage you to practice as much empathy as you can. It will really, really go a long way to inform your outlook for the year. I hope you found this helpful. Please don't forget to like the page, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for listening. Bye.